fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hope y'all are having a lovely day. Hi, everybody. Say hello so I know that you're here. Hello, Alco, Foxy Jack, Mike from Milwaukee. Good to see you guys. It is the 23rd, which means it's actually almost Christmas. We got tomorrow's Christmas Eve, which is wild to me, and then Christmas is the day after. Year 2025 is almost over. It's been one heck of a year. Hey, Nick, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good. So we're going to be doing our FileMaker makeover for your files today, day 8, and then we're going to be off for basically a week and a half. So we will be back, I believe, January 2nd or 3rd, perhaps? Yeah, only 8 days left. It's nuts. Um, and once we come back, then we have a lot on our plate. Nick will be continuing the mini makeover series for a bit. Then we might talk. I was going to ask you, Nick, if you want to do those calculations at some point, discussions during January. I think that would be fun.
Yes, yeah. We'll discuss about the schedule.
Yes. So we might do that. We're going to be having Ron Cates on about not web direct, WordPress. Sorry, both W words and both web based. We have Wim de Court coming on about MCP servers, which is interesting because I think that'll become an increasingly important part of FileMaker. We will be having Tony White coming on with cool tips and tricks. We'll be having David Simpson come back about FM Pro Migrator, which will be really fun. And also we have Hansa and Vin scheduled for a couple days and some shenanigans ensuing. So, if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to buy one of our annual subscription bundles. If you have already, thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. And seriously, thank you. Actually, in general, thank you. Hold on. We're just going to pause. Richard isn't here because he's busy doing some stuff, but I'm going to say real fast. Thank you, everyone who has watched us over the year. Thank you, everyone who supported us. Thank you, everyone who's gotten us. Thank you, everyone who's commented, interacted, talked to us. These streams are not possible without the FileMaker community, and it is greatly appreciated that we have you because you help us enormously just by talking to you and interacting with you. It allows Richard to understand more what the community feels at large when he talks to Claris. It's a big one. But also, in general, we like helping the FileMaker community, and you guys help us back. It's an awesome feeling. So thank you very much. Have a happy Christmas and a Merry New Year. Wait, no, I mixed those up. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There we go. I got it. So, with that all being said, I'm going to hand it over to you, Nick. What are we doing today?
Okay, so let me share my screen. We continue the makeover of this file. So
Yes.
yes, the host and owner file. So we have this file here, awesome file. And so we're going to modernize this. Okay, so we start already, right?
Yes.
We play a little bit with the full names, like we reverse the name like this, with the last name, comma, and first name to be more because we sort more likely by last name than first name, right? So, and that helps to retrieve somebody. So we do this. So we learn about this. And we learn about also change the owner name, the owner numbers, right? To have a identifier and not using the identifier as the UUID, right? So not using this. And what else did we do? We play with the phone number. So because the phone number were in the related table, so we play with this a little bit, right? So this is where we left over. So that means if we change the phone number, right? Like here we have no phone number here. Why? Okay, phone number. So if we change the phone number, so let me go there. That's funny because there's no phone number in the related table. So why have no phone number here? That the local, that the one, but that weird. So let me check something weird with this address. This is where you have the phone number normally. Oh, but I changed. Yeah, okay, I understand. So because I changed the, so all of those is broken because I changed this owner ID, right? So yeah, I know what happens. So well, this address here, I need to reconnect. So it's okay. So I can do this because the owner, because I changed the foreign key for this relationship here, right? The owner address, right? This relationship, the owner address. I was using, I changed the ID, the owner ID, right? So I need to change that in the address fields, right? I need to. So let's rename those. I don't like this IDF owner, right? And this is uh, key foreign, this is IDF host, and this is parent key. So ID address. Okay. So I need to change the ID, the owner here. So this field here. So let's put that free here and remove those. So this owner here, I need to put what there. So I need to do this. And how many zeros I put here in the serial number? I put, yeah, so, okay. So let's reconnect those. No, host, no, owner. And let's do this. 0, 1, 1. Replace. Normally, no. Why? Hold on. Let me see. The serial number here, owner number. This is the first. Yeah, no, it should be connected, but it's not. Oh, what? Okay, so that's it. No, yeah, because it's not. I need the UUID. I need this ID here, this to be there, and then boom, it connect, right? Okay. So how I can reconnect those here, right? So I want to this 12 records here. I'm going to remove those. Okay, I have those 6 records here, right? And here I have 12 records, but it's okay because I have a 12. Yeah, they are empty, So I want to isolate those 6. Okay. So I want to transfer, right? The IDs, the UUID, as is, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, right? To this one, to, So how I do this, right? I want to transfer this ID to this, okay? Well, I'm going here and I say import file. So it is download, it's champion. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, right? So I want to transfer those. And but I have 16 here. I need to remove those empty. I need to remove those. Let me remove those. delete, because they're empty, so I don't need that. Delete those. So I'm going here and I say file import my champion file, right? And here I said I'm in owner, and I want to import this ID in address, and I want this to be in the IDF owner, right? So I'm importing the ID, and I say replace. So I don't want to import new record. I don't want to add record. I want to replace the 6 with this field here. I want to replace in this 6 the one I have in this 6. Okay? Boom. And now they're all connected. So I have the IDF. Okay? So now I'm back. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue to update this file. Okay? So remember, I said, when I change the phone number here, right? I want the phone number to change here as well, right? When I change the phone number, So I want to make sure that the phone number is in sync, right? So when I change the phone number here, I say 48, 123, and right? I want this phone number to be updated as well here by changing the trigger. Boom. See? So let me do this for now. So, see? So when I change the phone number here, I want this to be changed here. I want to update here, okay? Because this phone here is just for the display here. You remember I told you, you can't have a related field. We can do that here. I can do that. Here I have 6 records and I'm local. I'm not in a server. But if you have 100,000 records and you go to server, well, this will be super slow, extremely slow, and there's nothing you can do. You can do that. So this is prohibited. So I need to have everything here needs to be local. So if I have my phone number in a related table, I need to get that info here. So that's why I need the trigger. So each time I change this, right? I change the trigger here and boom, it updates, right? Well, we saw that yesterday. So how I can get this? Well, we need a script, a trigger, okay? And this will be a trigger. And it's on object save. On record commit. Okay. And on record commit. Right. And it's owner. And what I do, I want to set the field trigger with the gets current timestamp. So now I have this trigger. I just put this trigger on this layout scripts on record commit. Oh, there's 2M. Each time I'm omitting this. Okay, so I'm going there on record commit, and I'm putting this trigger on record commit, right? Here. So now what happened? Let's say I'm changing this and I commit. Boom. It updates, right? I change this to, right? If I commit the record, boom. Right? You do this. So I'm good, right? So now each time I'm changing this will change. So it will update, right? If I put 3 here, I commit, see, it changed. So we're good with this, okay? So anyway, on every single of my what's the name, project, on every single layout, I have an on record load and on record commits scripts. On the on record load, I always do this. Current owner ID. I have those two, always. Here, on record load and on record commit. On every single one of my layouts, my data entry layouts. So why this is good to have, right? Well, this is the ID of the current owner ID. You know, if I go to another one, boom, this is the ID of the owner ID of the owner I'm in. And this, each time I click on one owner, I change. Why? It's because this ID now of the one I am in is available to me anywhere, anytime. Okay? And this is important to know because in the next, when we continue building this, I will use this. And I'm going to show you how and when. So that's why when you build a layout, always put a trigger on record load and on record commit. On record load, you cannot put anything crazy. You know, it needs to be like this. You know, like this has no impact on performance, right? Just a variable with the current owner ID. It's nothing fancy. Okay. On record load, you cannot do go to layouts, perform fine, replace. No, you can't do that. On record load, you can't do that. Okay. On record load, need to be super fast, unperceivable. Okay. And on record commit as well. Most of the time on record commit, and I'm going to show that too, I put perform script on server, right? So you commit and everything you want to happen, like update this, update that, verify this, check that, you know, on server. Nothing happened locally. Okay. I mean, here, yes, set fields, I'm okay, right? I mean, this is minimum, okay? But if this triggers a lot of calcs, right, in the future, well, you want that to happen on server. But that's for another discussion for another time. So let's continue this layout, okay? So now we have the owner ID, okay, the owner number. We have all this information here. So now I want to make this thing, right, more nicer, let's say. Remember we had this, okay, but here is not really necessary to have an accordion like we did here. Remember that file? We don't really need that because we don't have that much things, right? Like we did here, right? We don't have. We have few fields, okay? So let's get the same design, but oh, I forgot to show you the disclaimer. Okay, yeah, I'm going to show that. But first, let's build this, okay? So I want to recycle some things, right, of that layout, right? I want to recycle some of those things. Right? So I paste this here, right? And I put that here. Okay. And I'm going to recycle a little bit. So here, for example, in here, I have first name, last name. So I'm going to copy those and paste it here. Okay. So hold on. Don't forget to recycle. Recycle as much as possible. But it is possible to recycle very easily. Why? It's because, well, same object here, same object here, same object here, same width, same color, same theme, same everything, right? So everything fits, right? I just need to do this, like name first, name last. Okay, that's it. I have my first name, last name, right? And I want my status, for example, right? So this is my status. Remember that object here, toggle1.1? Remember that? Okay, so let's say, I don't know if I have a value list status here. I don't have a status. Okay, so let's put the same status. Okay, so let's say I'm showing something. I delete this object and I'm going there to value list and I'm copying that status, active, inactive, disregards, right? Okay, so I copied that and I'm pasting that very same value list. Okay, the same name. Can be different, but the same name. Now that the value list is there, I'm going to copy this object here and paste it. So why I'm doing this? Because this object calls the value list. So now, like by magic, this object works. Why? Because I paste that object after that I create the value list that the object is using. So from one file to another, it retrieves all its babies. The only thing that I need to change is this. The table is missing. Well, I'm going to honor status, right? Because this was missing, but because the table name is different, so it cannot reconcile, right? But that's it. my object works, right? Everything works. Just need here to reconcile this because this is not the same in status. Everything works. I need 1 second. I need to copy the function, this one, custom function. Yeah, typically I already have those, custom function. But so now, I'm going to put this here, and this status here, and my object works. So see, I didn't do much. It works because all the pieces were there, So when you have a consistent file, well, you can reuse things very easily, right? And remember, I don't rely on toggle, active, toggle. I don't rely on names and denomination. I'm relying on numbers. This is 1, 2, 3, right? And the active states is based on the position of the name, but at the end, I'm getting a number. Then this can be whatever I want without breaking, because it's a number. I don't have to rename every single object. Okay? Very important. So let's do this here. So I have my status. So what else we need? Address, city, So here I have enough space to put all of those things, right? And okay, fax, other moment, okay, alternate. So I have enough space to put things. So what is this file here? Okay. So let's put the address. Remember, here I don't have the same problem I had before, right? So I don't have the same configuration here, but I can go to where my address lives, right? And get the address. Where is the address? Right? I can get those fields and put them here. See? So now I can reconcile the address. There's no country, so I can remove the country. Okay. But so the address is in the related table, right? So owner address, owner address city, owner address zip, and owner address states. Oh, that's the opposite. Okay, state, zip. Okay. So I have my address back. Oops. Okay. Right. Oh, need to put that everything up. Okay. See? So in few clicks, I have a layout that start looking good, right? So, and all of this, I don't have to do too much work. Why? It's because, as I said, in this theme that I built to make your life easy, no borders, no fancy objects with background and borders and the background is there. This is the background, right? This has no background. Neither this, no border. The border is here, right? And this object, easy to build, is there. There's one toggle here, right? So this is it, right? You have one object, you have different style, right? But this is the object, So that's why when you have consistency in your design across different files, and you keep going the same way, you see, and you still designing the same way, because sorry, but this looked good, and as it was looking good here, I mean, why change the team that win, right? Yeah, we have difference here. Here it was different. The approach was different. I needed more here, and that's why I came with the accordion, right? But here we don't have this problem we have all the consideration, right? So that's why the file is different. But I wanted to show you how to recycle things, okay? So same thing here. We have phone numbers, thing like this. So we have those phone number alternates, right? Phone, right? So let's do this like it is here. So we duplicate. So we have like this, right? So continue here, right? And so this is the phone, right? So that's the phone. Where's the phone? One minute. Then we have the alt number. Right? So I call that, okay. Yeah, I prefer like this. Or the phone. And then we have email. And then we have website. Okay. Up, duplicate. Website. Okay. Looks good, right? So we have everything here. Phone number, alternate, right? So for this here, because they have what is the alternate number? Okay. They have this is a mobile, because I think this is for the alternate number. When they're here, addresses, alt number type, this is those two are connected. Okay. So instead of doing this like this, right? So let's copy this file, this field here, and let's put this like this. I want to show something. This is a drop down. Okay, so let's make it a pop-up. Okay, and I want the pop-up, so I'm going to put my pop-up the default of my of Morpheus, right? So this is reverts to default, right? So that my default pop-up menu on this, this is how it looks. Now that I have done this, I want this to look like this, but quite differently, slightly differently. So I copy that style and I paste it here, right? But first, I need to get rid of my old style because I cannot do this. See, if I do this, I keep some of the old style. You understand the separation, If I copy this, I copy that style. See, look, copy the object style, okay? And I paste a style to one. Okay, see, if I paste it, I keep some of the previous design from this. Instead, you revert everything to my design, which is pretty much almost nothing, okay? And when you did, then you can copy that style and paste it, and boom. See, you don't have the pollution of the other style. So now I can remove that other font stuff, right? Right? I will copy the text, right? And I put that here, okay? But I want to make sure that people understand that you can select this. Then, to make sure that people will understand that they can click on this, we change the color to blue. And also, we change the icon to blue. And we copy the style and we spread it on everywhere, okay? On all state, okay? Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So now here, I can select whatever it is. It's a fax, right? It's a work, whatever. Let's put that here. So see, you can select those, right? But what about when it's new? When you have a new record, right? So it said type here, but you put the default value, right, as a placeholder. So when it's empty, it say other phone, right? But the placeholder here is not obvious that you can click on this. I want this to be blue, right? So you go there, you go to the style, and you say placeholder text blue. So now everything blue. So when it's empty, when it's new, you can still change, right? So now you have this, and you say whatever you want, right? And you put your phone number, right? You understand? So you don't need to have all this real estate used for just a label, because that's a label, right? This is the phone. This is, we can say this is the main phone, and this is a mobile, other work, right? But it's blue because we can click on it, but still it's the label. See how you gain real estate, right? Actually, I would have get rid of this, right? I would have get rid of uh, and hold on. Okay. See? Because it's blue. You know there's something here. Okay? It's obvious, but we can put the arrow. It's okay. Yeah, maybe it's better with the arrow. Yeah, it's better with the arrow. It's better. Okay, so do we have any questions so far?
I saw one. Hold on, give me a moment. I have to go find it. For the owner info portal, Nick uses field instead of calculation. Is the same? Question mark.
The owner,
Yeah, for the owner information portal.
the owner information portal. This portal.
Yes.
What is a calc?
He said he says he uses fields instead of calcs. Is the same? Is the question mark.
Oh yeah, here, yeah, you use field and not calcs. I mean, I don't understand the question though. You use field, but there's no cal. You mean layout calculations? But for what? You need to be more specific. I don't understand the question.
Instead of using name merge variable.
Oh, here?
Yes.
Yeah. I have my own field. I don't use merge variable here.
Why
Merge
not, I
fields.
think is the question.
Yeah, I don't use merge fields. Why? Is because I will have the same problem. Merge fields. So let's replace this with merge fields. Okay. So let's say you want last name. Oh, you want last name last space. Like this, and name first. Okay, so I'm putting that here. Okay, that's fantastic, right? Okay, and let's say I'm removing Thomas. Okay, so, and I'm removing this one. Or my new record. Right? Is that good? No. So if I put back my fields, I have many advantages. First, if I have no last name, I did a demo, the comma goes away. If I have no Thomas, the comma goes away. And if I have a new record, it says untitled. Because it's a field and I'm using the placeholder to show me when it's empty. When it's empty, it's entitled. I have no facility and no phone. So pretty much it's a new contact, right? If I put a Nick, boom, pardon, boom, up, right? Poof, my name is there. See the advantage here of the field? And this field can be used for many things, other lists, other portals, it's always good to have the name and the field. And it doesn't cost anything. But the merge field doesn't work. It doesn't. So that's why. Okay. Other questions?
No, I saw Alco typing, but he stopped. So I am wondering why you include the portal with the basic info. What is the purpose?
The purpose of this? The purpose of this?
Yes, the basic info. Yes.
Yeah, I want to. Okay. Oh, which record I want to go? Oh, I want to go to this one. Oh, which one? I want to go to this one. Oh, you want only names? One row? No, you want to be able to see who is what. So you need more than just a name. You need a number. You need, right? I mean, depend if you have 5 records like this, okay. But if you have 2,000 or 200,000 records, how you do? What happens if you have 2 Mark Twain? Which one you want? So you need to put some things where you can recognize your record in the list, right? Because you're not always in the right record all the time. Maybe you want to, you're browsing, you browse, right? So that's why you need more info than just the one name. It might not be enough to identify the record you want to click, right? I mean, but if you want only one name, you put one thing. But it's okay. Other question?
I think. But you say you have 10,000 records. Isn't this kind of pointless at 10,000 records because you won't be scrolling
No,
through
it's not.
10,000 records?
Yeah, but the problem. Okay. No, I mean, when you browse something, you always have the right record all the time. You're not browsing. You're not going up and down, up, and looking for, oh, where's this record? You never do that. You always have, bam. You open right away. You have the right record all the time. You don't browse. You don't go up and down and look for which record is a good one. Never. Man, you're lucky. I mean, sometimes I need to browse. I need to go up. I'm scrolling, up, down, up. This is the one I want, right? I mean, or you want to look if the font set is a good font set. Let's say you want to print the list, right? Or you want to export something. Is that my font set I want? Do I have all the record I need? Okay, then never mind. It's like a list view. So you never have a list view. You never use a list view in your entire life. Because that a list view combined with the benefits. That you have a list view within the form view. You don't have to go to list view and go back to form view and go to list view and go back to form view. You have one list view form. Okay? No? Not obvious? Or
Shouldn't there be a find option included? Question mark.
yeah, but we will do that. We'll do that. Because here they have a find, but that's part of the deal. Here they go main menu and then you find owner, and then they have a find here. Okay. which is one thing that I want to show you how to deal with this. Because this is not the right way, to do a find. Because that's okay, you have 5 records. You have 10 fields, right? But if your layout is constructed and is organized, right? Well, you have a problem. Because this is a very FileMaker-ish find, right? But if you want to have a layout, a clean layout, if I go find mode here, where this is empty, blank, I mean, you have problems. So you need to have a find mode layout, and that's part of the demo. And that's why I picked this one. I'm going to show you how to have a layout for the finds. A find mode layout with this find mode organized for the find mode, right? Because let me open another file for you. Oh, I have this one. It's in French, but that's okay. Let me go. Let me. I don't want. Hold on. Let me put because this is minor. This minor. Okay, let me put my test. Maybe I have a test here. I cannot show you the. Okay. Okay, so I can. Okay, I can do that. So if you have a layout like this, which is a 10-year-old layout, okay? It's in French. Don't look. So you have all of those, days, and you want to find mode on this. Is that good to go straight to find mode and you want to find mode on this, you want to find mode, right? And you have accordion, right? Is that great? So if that's what you want, let's go. I don't know if I can switch to layouts. If I go find mode, yeah. So okay, I need to kill. So yeah, so we are in find mode here. Yeah, because all of this now I'm in find mode. I have all of this appearing, all of this, it's not built for that, right? I mean, see, I have a field like there are object calculation. I mean, it's not meant these very big giants, gigantic, layouts, right? Is not built for find. What you want, hold on. Now hold on. Why is not switching to the find mode? It should have. Okay. What you want is this. I have a find mode layout with everything where you need to find, expose the right way for find mode. And you see it right, organized for find mode. Not like this. That's the data entry. This is a find mode layout, right? Also, this file, right? There's a huge, what's the name? there's a huge restriction system. Everybody in the organization cannot see, for example, this file here, you have employees, students, even the big boss of the school is there. For each employee, right? When they are employee, I don't know if I have an employee. Oh, this is not employee. Let me see if I can find myself. Yeah, here. So I'm an employee, right? And I can also get, okay, how much I'm paid, right? How much I'm paid per hour. So you want everybody to see what other employees are paid, right? So we have a system where some people can see things, like, for example, the accountant, the guy who do the accounting, the accounts, can see obviously how much they get paid because he's making the pay. This is a guy who do the finance, right? But what's the name? A teacher cannot see what another teacher is making, right? Correct? Or some people cannot see personal information of a minor students. That major, minor, I have this information here. You can be, so I have a lot of find restriction. If you have a UI where you put your find mode, find, and but it's a true find mode. I am in find mode. I am in find mode. You cannot see, but this is find mode, right? New request, perform find, omits. I'm in find mode, correct? Okay. But when I click here, many things happen, right? I'm not doing just a find mode. Yeah, I'm doing the perform find, right? But after that, I have a lot of things going on, a lot of cleanup, right? Also, I can teach you that, right? I'm going to, right? Because the find mode, I mean, you're lucky if you are alone walking on the file and you can see everything. It's your file, your own. But when you build something more evolved, right? Well, you need to have an encapsulated find mode, right? Actually, Marge, can you write this?
Yes.
Like a custom find mode?
Yes.
Okay. I did that already, but I can do it another time.
It never hurts to rehash certain topics.
Sorry, what you said?
I said it never hurts to rehash certain topics.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, but especially this one, because it is organized in a way, right? I'm in find mode. I have all the find mode. I'm in find mode. It's real find mode, right? And yes, I can. What's the name? Transfer from one window to another. Because that's what the question you ask yourself now. How the hell I can search here and see the result here, right? Because this is a dialogue. I'm in a dialogue right now. I cannot get out. This window here, it's a new window. When I do new window, right? This here is a dialog box. Okay. So when you click here, this is dialog box. I'm in a new window. And I can, so let me hide. I cannot show you. I'm not sure what I'm going to see. So I said I want, all the people in that dance stuff, masculine and, one of the both, and, French and major. Okay. So, and you can ask for something else if you want, employees, the number, or, information about student, employee, or, so all of these are search. This is all what you have in that layouts, but condensed and organized to make the search obvious and not to have to chase all the information all the place. Okay? Because there's a lot of things, right? There's a lot of things here, right? So let's say I want to search this, right? So let's put that on the side. I cannot show personal, things. So I launch this. I want active, this. Okay, boom. Yeah, I don't know why it's so slow, but maybe because, of course, it takes for long. Oh, here. Okay. No, it's not. Why it's so slow? Oh, okay, here. So he found 2, right? So I can, so I cannot show, I cannot show everything, but he found 2, right? So anyway, that's the search. So you have two ways to search, right? So in your layouts, always you need to do that. So let me put back my. I cannot show you information about that is not me, right? Okay, so you have the search here, which is a quick search, right? You type, but this normally you can find a lot of things, right? Or you need advanced search, and then you can dig and be more, right? So we will build both here if you want, but I need to create, I need ChatGPT to ask to create me more, what's the name, data. Okay, so question about this?
I don't see any actually. So.
Okay. No, the search, I mean, that's why, building FileMaker files, well, if you want to make it clean, this file you see here is 10 years old, right? I built in 2016, next year, 10 years, okay? Does it look like, wow, totally obsolete? Of course not, right? So this is the results when you have something where, yeah, it looks based, you see, I changed my style, right? You can see the evolution. But this file is not like completely wow, right? And you can recognize some of the what's the name? It was a time I rebuilt the FMSP, right? You remember?
Yes. I forget.
Yeah, it's a FMSP, It's
Yes.
so, and but it's not completely ugly, right? But there wasn't. It's because it was advanced back in the day. It was well done, well built, right? So a file. So what makes a file stay long in time, right? Is when your file is as clean as this one, right? See, there's some people here, right? I have some tables, right? And occurrences. But this file is one of the cleanest I ever built because I am there even before I joined FileMaker, right? I'm building this for years, right? So it started like this. That was the origin. That was the first thing they built, right? So this file start like this, and now is like this, right? They asked me to do some change because each time they change year, they have some, so it's next year, 2026. But if you build your file and you keep it clean and you keep it pure, well, your file will go across the time, Yeah, sometimes, when I'm seeing things and say, oh yeah, I'm not doing that anymore, or say, oh yeah, that was before, what I mean? But other than that, the file is extremely, extremely clean. The scripts, see, the scripts are clean. You see, and you can see the same pattern, the same construction, even though back in the day, see, I have all my script. They're all well organized, well named, well numbered. I take the time to keep it clean, take the time sometime to check if I have no garbage or rubbish and I need to clean, right? So you need to if you keep things clean, right? Well, this is the result. You have a 10 years old file working perfectly, right? And keep going. They're going to keep that file for the next 20 years, right? Because it was clean at the beginning. And so you need to keep this when you build a file. You need to be like to have a lot of discipline, right? And you think it's wasting time to make things the right way. No, you're not wasting time. You are building your grave. That the only thing you do, making the quick and dirty, making the no, you need to make sure, like the Colombian people. That's why I want to bring them up next year. I'm going to bring them because they watch my webinar, and they copy paste everything I do. They did that for years, since like 7, 8 years. They know me. I mean, they see my stuff, and it's impressive what they build, right? Very impressive. And and they follow to the letter what I'm doing. And as I said, everything every time that paid off. So it's and here what I'm doing is bringing to you for free what takes me thousands of hours to learn and build and discover, and That's why, those webinars we built here, we do at RCC, they have no, I mean, they have extreme value because not only me, but all of them, all of us, right? We bring to you stuff like no other developer want to bring because they want to keep for them, right? For themselves. They don't want to share, or they share enough to keep you interested, but at the end of the show, you learn nothing, right? You know nothing, or you don't know enough to go further. I hate that. It's like, it's like those videos on Facebook. You need to watch a video 5 minutes to know at the end what you want to know, right? And sometimes they say, "Oh yeah, well, in part two, I'm going to tell you." Hey, what the heck? They're the same thing. I hate that, so I'm not doing. Okay, so
I think we're good. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Nick, for presenting.
yeah, thank you very much. The happy,
Merry Christmas and a
Merry
Happy New Year.
Christmas and Happy New Year. Here we say Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I love the Merry Christmas and the Happy New Year. I hope everything will be good for you guys and have a good meal. Enjoy your time with your family, with your friend. I don't know.
Yes.
And I'll stay alone this year.
Yes. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye. We will see
Thank
you
you.
next year.
Next year, yeah. Bye.